Cecil,
I'm listening.
we have secured Unchained.
About time. I expected someone as skilled as you to be somewhat more expedient. Bring it over here. This is Vop House. I'm sure of it.
Is it enough to take down Nihilister?
That all depends on you. If you can tag her with one shot, then yes. It's enough.
One shot. I almost wasted it all for nothing.
What do you mean?
I ran into a commander from the Ark at the research center. Some greenhorn with 4 Nikkes in tow. Said they were going to use Vop House to liberate the Nikkes.
So, what did you do?
I left them to the Raptures to help them, shall we say, come to their senses.
Sounds like something you'd do. I wonder what's gotten into that commander's head. If they ever got one good look at the Nikkes here, they'd know what a blessing Nymph can be. Not least of all Dorothy. She is the bane of my existence. She's always up to no good. Worst of all, she has the ear of all the other Nikkes. Have you heard of her latest escapade? She brought outsiders to Eden without so much as a word to me.
Outsiders?
Yes, and not even 1 or 2. 5 in total. I'm willing to bet that one of them is the commander you intended to turn into rapture food. I know what you're thinking. It's a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Let's hold off for now and see how far Dorothy goes with her little antics.
Welcome. You're now in paradise. Official code name, Eden. Consider me your guide. You can call me Dorothy. Anyone who can pass Haran's test is an extraordinary individual, capable of bringing forth great change to the surface. I always pay close attention to whoever passes. Relax. No one will force you into accepting any major missions without your consent. Now, come over here. Considering this fine weather we're having, let's take a stroll in the gardens first. Doesn't the sunshine feel lovely? This garden contains 93 types of trees, 13 different species of livestock, and all manner of edible foodstuffs. Although Eden is built in the middle of a wasteland, we've created a near-perfect replica of how things were prior to the Rapture invasion, all thanks to genetic modification and certain cultivation methods. Care to try some? What do you think? You won't find these kinds of flavors in the Ark. Help yourself to as many as you like. This is the Central Research Facility. You remember the Nikkes you ran into? I mean, the ones that were with Johann. I'm not sure if you noticed, but they are pilgrims, manufactured using advanced technology. Cecil created them with her own hands in this very room. Surprising, isn't it? Apparently, the Ark is still 50 years away from achieving this kind of technology. She even designed the optical camouflage that envelops this entire base. Last but not least, we have the lobby. You can see the entire base from here. It seems that Isabel and Noah are training in the incubator. It works rather like the Ark simulation room, but it's possible to make even finer adjustments and create slightly more powerful enemies there. Actually, that's not entirely correct. When I say slightly more powerful, we're talking about the difference between run-of-the-mill Raptures and Tyrant class. Very true. However, such difficulty spikes are necessary for us. Everyone who resides in Eden must be able to fend for themselves. This even applies to humans like Cecil and Johann. In doing this, we avoid becoming like your Ark, where the few are being exploited by the many. You catch on quickly. To me, Paradise is a place where there is an even balance of power, where humans and Nikkes can live in perfect harmony. Of course, everyone has their own definition of what is just. So, what do you think? Did Paradise live up to what you envisioned in your mind? I'm curious to hear how you think it compares. Is that so? Nevertheless, it's at least closer to Utopia than the Ark, is it not? Well then, I suppose we can move on to more important topics. I don't know if you heard from Haran, but I have been waiting a long time for your arrival. I believe you are the key to overcoming the crisis that befalls Eden. The Heretics. You have gone up against one of them before and won, have you not? I, and many others, consider it a victory. Anyway, this heretic that is calling itself Modernia. I suppose I should be straight with you. There is another heretic, a member of the Queen's elite forces. Hatred for humanity burns deep within her, and she has set her sights on Eden. Codename, Nihilister. We have had 5 previous engagements with her, and every confrontation has ended in a stalemate. Now that the Vaphaus has been secured, we have a greater chance than before. But we cannot allow Eden's entire destiny to rest solely on a single bullet. According to one of my old friends, you're something of a miracle worker, someone who's achieved the impossible several times over. My hope is that you can lend us some of that expertise. In return, we can promise anything. Haran tells me that you want the Vaphaus. We can give it to you. However, as you know, it is the only one of its kind. Therefore, whether you take it back to the Ark, or use it in the battle to defeat the heretic, is a decision I shall leave to you. No, he doesn't know anything about this yet. But don't worry. I'll be able to persuade him. So, what do you want to do? Tell me. Are you referring to the others that we brought to the base a while ago?
Commander! You're safe. We were so worried that something had happened to you.
Honey! We were worried sick about you. Are you hurt? Let me kiss your boo-boos and make it all better. Why are you kissing my forehead?
You just said you should kiss boo-boos to make them better. I figured there was something wrong with your brain, so I thought a smooch there might help.
Very funny.
we managed to pass that deranged test of theirs.
Individually, I might add. That numbskull with the shield said if we managed to pin her to the ground, we could pass. That motor mouth was the worst part of the entire ordeal. We couldn't shut her up if we tried.
I had to take down a flying bomber. It was so hard.
What? How did you make it out in one piece? In the heat of battle, you must have turned to firepower as your savior, right? But why subject humans to the same test? What do they have against you? I don't see the point in trying to weed out people like this.
If you really think it over, I suppose I can see where they're coming from. They only want to be with those who have proven themselves. But to try and say that they're helping us by doing all this is a bit rich.
Did Haran mention her great plan to you? What are you planning on doing? To be honest, I'm leaning towards turning her down. But if we decline, then we may lose our only opportunity to get our hands on Baopaus. Knowing you, I'm sure you're not keen on taking on all of Eden. I guess it's decided then. If it's a heretic, we'd have to go up against them eventually anyway, right?
You do realize that if we accept their proposal, we're aligning ourselves with that psychopath Johann, don't you?
What if he tosses Master out of another window? I'd like to see him try. If he does, we'll toss him even further. I should practice my throws.
I've been told that you've agreed to our proposition? Excellent. I have good news for you as well. I was successful in persuading Cecil about our deal. The operation to exterminate the heretic will take place tomorrow. I felt it would be easier to sway Cecil. Usually, when Cecil makes a decision, then Johann typically agrees. Slight disagreements are commonplace during operations such as this. But I'll be there to mediate should any such instances occur, so there's no need to worry. As a gesture of trust, allow me to bestow this upon you. The first bullet is Vapaus. Don't forget. Make sure you don't use it unless it is absolutely necessary.
Why are you doing this? Why give us the Baopaus? We could run off in the middle of the night and take it along with us.
It's hard to explain. None of you seem like someone who would do such a thing. Also, if something like that were to happen, we have a tracker who can take to the skies and reach Mach speed. I assure you, she always nabs her prey. I knew I could count on you. You mustn't be nervous about tomorrow's operation. We may have never won against a heretic, but by the same token, we've never lost either. Now that we've got an ace up our sleeve, I'm certain that victory is within our grasp.